Great.
Hello, everybody. Oh,
Go ahead.
well, we're starting, but there's still some chores happening around here. I posted about it. Megan was trying to get some bread going. I actually posted that you were working on that.
I did it.
So she was working on some sourdough bagels, and that just got done. Well, the first part got done. She's making a video about it, so you'll have to stay tuned
Because I
for the
have
video.
made them now 2 complete times. This is my 3rd time, so I am an expert. This video will reveal the secrets of sourdough bagels.
This is how we operate around here. We're experts if you've done it once or twice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Melissa,
Texas, Washington
Lori,
State, Murray, Minnesota.
Murray, Utah.
Yeah. My sister lived in Murray for a while.
My mom grew up in Murray.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, you know what though? You shouldn't
My
wear a
mother is
sweater
a-
when hand kneading. Oh,
Are you hot now?
Ooh.
Do you need to go change?
no, it'll be fine.
We want to give people a minute to get
Can
here.
you bring me my water?
Okay.
It's right there. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's acting like she doesn't want to, but she knows she can get on camera.
We
She
have
does.
even Jude here assisting. They're just off camera. Um,
No, you're okay.
Who else is here?
You wanna come
Jacqueline.
say hi?
Good Thursday
Yeah.
afternoon from Australia. Yes, we have another from Australia. We have Fiona is oftentimes on here from
Port
Australia.
Aransas, Texas, Georgia.
Did you say Port Aransas?
Yeah.
Port Aransas. Oh, I thought it was Port Arkansas.
Yep.
Port Aransas. I'm not good at reading.
Massachusetts.
What?
Massachusetts.
Sierra. How's the weather in Massachusetts today? Sierra. Did I say that right? I hope so.
Idaho, Wixom fam.
Idaho. That's where I'm from. Grew up in Boise.
You know that, I bet.
They don't know that.
She said
It's
it's
good. Okay.
Well, is it cold?
Very descriptive. She's like, I'm just gonna say good.
cold. And rainy. So is that what the water means?
Cold water.
Yeah.
Don't go swimming in Massachusetts this time of
that's
year.
true. San Diego, Lolo's
Oh.
feeling probably pretty good.
Lolo's got some good weather going on, I'm sure.
Well,
Southern
maybe not. Maybe it's
California.
better than it usually is.
We should check the weather.
Okay.
Let's see who else. Minnesota. Well,
I said
Minnesota is where it's gonna be really cold. Everyone from Minnesota.
This is actually a weather.
We're
live
gonna check
stream.
in on the weather around the country because there's no other way to do that. We'd have no apps that would tell us that.
No, you're right. This is the only way for us
so-
to know.
This is what we're gonna have to do.
UP, high from the up.
The up. What's the up?
UP.
Terry Taylor.
Nova Scotia. No, that's
Oh
Heidi.
yes.
Going to rain the next 5 days.
Sorry,
We
Lolo.
had a bunch of rain. But that's not normal for San Diego.
She's not too far from Esther.
Oh, look, Wixom fan. I think my sister graduated with your doctor brother from Meridian High.
What? That's weird. Yes,
46
my brother
degrees and
Dan
I
is a
work on my van
doctor.
all day. Nice, least of these.
Really? Wait, I need to know your
Upper
sister's name.
Peninsula of Michigan. Up.
Oh, that's.
Ew.
I guess you have to be a local
local.
to know that, or
Half
someone who's
Moon
cool.
Bay, California. Oh, nice. Always welcome the rain. We had like so much rain last week, but it was kind of fun. Ever since we went to Iceland with Elijah in 2019, I've tried to be more embracing of the weather
Oh right.
because you would think that the like happiest people during winter are like the people who live in the Bahamas, but actually it's people who live in these Nordic countries, and Iceland is considered a Nordic country, I think. But they just embrace the winter. They light a lot of candles. They get cozy. And so when it was really rainy and dark, I lit candles. I lit candles last night.
It was very cozy
Very
and dark.
cozy.
Wait, Jennifer Borup. I know the Borup family. I went to school with Karen Borup, I think. Wixom fam. That's kind of fun. No one else cares, but
Summer in Australia.
the Borups,
Rain and low tides.
they were in Meridian, Idaho for a long time. Still are, I guess. Okay. So we're just kind of killing time while we wait for people to get on because we realize that.
Yeah,
Most-
it was in 2019.
Oh, she's my
Right.
cousin. That's fun. Fun connection. So everyone's kind of saying hello over here. If you're watching the recording, we apologize. We just have to wait a little bit for people to get on for the live part.
And we're
The
trying
live-
to. Oh, go ahead.
Nope. I was just gonna say the live is so much funner you should just come for the live and not watch the boring recording later.
But it's fine if you want to watch boring recording.
I guess so.
We're trying to systematize this so you can count on certain things. And so let's just say the first 5 minutes we just talk to people about weather and locations and whose cousin is who.
And and anyone who's new will be confused, but that's okay.
But we're 5 minutes in now, and we've got all of our friends here, or some of our friends here.
Yeah.
So we can. Mike set up right in front of our bookshelves.
I know, it's a nice background. We've got our diffuser going back there. So
do you guys want to see something?
We're totally good to go.
When Mike was a missionary, I was writing him letters, and I decided I would make a book for him. I'd make him a journal. I hand sewed this journal for Mike. My roommate painted this for one of her classes, and I scanned it or color copied it and made it into my cover so that he could use it as a journal.
I did write some things in it.
There's one page.
Hey, don't show off my journal.
So he got about this far in.
There's more written in it than you realize.
Yeah, there's a little bit more. When did you use this?
On my mission, of course.
Oh, cute.
Boy.
I didn't even know you wrote in this much. But
I'm not much of a journal writer.
Cute.
Anyways.
I should have known better. I didn't know him well enough to know, I don't need to hand sew him a book. I don't need to do that.
But it was very sweet of you to do that.
Did you think it was sweet when you got it?
I appreciated it.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It's pretty. Okay, so I think we've got everyone here. We'll wait. I don't know. More people will probably show up, but we're going. So today,
I have flour all over my face.
You're covered in flour. Today we're going to be. I posted about it a couple times now. I think we're doing two things. We're going to be answering your oil questions, but first we'll probably do some basic oil info for those that might be new to the essential oil world. Then we'd like to answer your questions. And then for the last half, we're going to do a little info on how the business side of this thing works and how, if you wanted to, you could possibly add it as another revenue stream for your family. And we'll go over how that operates. So that's the plan.
Yes.
So if you do decide you're not interested in that second half, obviously you're welcome to sign off at that point. We understand that's not for everybody, but if you stick around, we wouldn't mind that either.
Yep.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try something here. We're gonna try to share our screen and see if this works, because I have some visuals that we're gonna try to work off some visuals today. See if we can make this happen. There's this. Megan doesn't know what's happening right now because she wasn't really part of this. So this is a surprise for her too.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
It's very exciting.
So let's see if I share screen, what happens? Window, entire screen. Okay. Let's share. Yes, I clicked on it. Share. Whoa, we're looking into eternity.
Ah!
Okay, darn it, I can't see my. There we go. Okay, I think everyone can see that.
Oh,
so
man, this is a throwback.
What's kind of fun is you can see what we're talking about here, and I think we can cover it more quickly this way if it's up for everyone to see. Okay, so we're gonna go over this real quick, and then we'll go to your questions.
Can we move it just so we can see questions at the same time, or then they would see them too? Is there not a way just to share this part?
Maybe there is. Nope, not there.
I'm doing this so that the questions are right there.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, they'll see them too, but that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so
Genevieve, I will come back to your question. Thank you, Jacqueline.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was doing. If you're wondering what I was doing.
What were you doing?
I was looking more into her question. I just wanted to confirm.
Oh, okay, sweet. So if you're new to this whole thing, we're just gonna explain a little bit about essential oils and what they are and how to use them. Because we did have someone on the last stream concerned about that everyone understands how to safely use essential oils, and it's true. That's important, so we don't want to gloss over that. We talked about this last time, but there's this modern approach versus natural approach. We're not here to bag on, modern medicine or Western medicine. It's done a lot of good for a lot of people. However, there are some drawbacks to it, and essential oils can kind of fill in where modern medicine or Western medicine kind of has some issues. So what we love, when we use essential oils for like 12, 13, 14, how many years? A long time.
Well, since we started using them in 2010, about.
Yeah, so for a long
14
time.
Years, yeah.
And we love it because you can address what is kind of happening in your body. The oils actually have a way of getting to the issue without causing any real side effects, that sort of thing. They're all natural. They're from plants. It's pretty about as natural as you can get, and it's fairly safe, especially if used properly. So we've used
Fairly. It's very safe.
It's very safe. I always say that because there's always someone, someone could always, have a child get into their oregano oil and it, it might burn their skin a little bit. But for the most part, it's highly safe to use, more safe than your over-the-counter stuff is to use. Anyways, so there's that quick little thing. Now, we talk about what oils are. Oils are the essential oils are the oils taken from plants. They're not vegetable oils. These aren't like slippery or slick oils.
They're not fats.
They're not fats. And so we have this little visual here of a peppermint leaf, and then they zoom in on it, and you've got these little oil sacs that are on there. And so they extract the oil off the leaf. In this case, sometimes it's a root, sometimes it's the bark of a tree, the petal of a flower. There's lots of different places where the oil is depending on the plant. They get it off the plant, put it in a bottle, and then you can use that for treating issues you might have, health-wise, mental health-wise, that sort of thing. So that's what oils are. Pretty simple. And we'll go over here. It also, doTERRA is very careful about making sure that their oils are safe to use, that what's in the bottle, what the bottle is labeled as, is what's actually in there. We work directly with our growers, also with the distillers, and every shipment of oil that comes in is tested, and so it's pure, it's safe to use, and that's why we use doTERRA oils, because anything else is you just don't know what you're getting, so it's a little bit dangerous. Okay.
I'm just enjoying Mike teaching most of this.
Oh, we didn't talk about this ahead of time, so I just launched into it.
How many classes have you taught, all by yourself?
Oh, I've only taught like a handful of classes all by myself. So Megan's the expert here.
Well, and also Megan talks over Mike all the time. You guys know.
That's okay. I don't like to talk that much. So then there's 3 ways to use oils right here. There's aromatic. That's pretty obvious. You breathe it in or you diffuse it. We have a diffuser going right behind us. You can put it on your hands, breathe it off your hands, on your chest, whatever. That's a great way to use oils. That's a great way to use oils, especially for mood issues. So we oftentimes have the diffuser going because Megan's oftentimes just in the mood. We got to have the diffuser.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? Is this always how your classes went?
Like, listen, it's for the wife. That's why we have them. So aromatic is a great way to use oils. Topical, obviously, goes on your skin. You put it where it hurts. Deep blue is the example here. I use oils. I use oils on my knees. I went with my boys to the gym on the last couple days and actually lifted weights, which I haven't done ever. And so my shoulders were actually feeling a little bit sore. I've lifted weights, but not for a long time. So I was putting deep blue on my shoulders. So that's the sort of thing where you can put it where it hurts. Topical is where you do need to be careful as far as diluting oils if they are cooling or if they're spicy. We always recommend diluting oils using we don't have it here, fractionated coconut oil to dilute it so that if it gets in your skin, it doesn't absorb so quickly. And so you won't have burning or less of a burning sensation. And that's what we do, especially if someone gets oil on them they didn't expect to be so spicy or cooling. Instead of trying to wash off with water, it's best to use a carrier oil to kind of take care of that. And then internally, and this is specific to doTERRA's oils, is you can put it in water under your tongue or into a veggie capsule, which we also don't have right here, but we have some where you can take it internally. And it's a great way to deal with internal issues. Like it says here, like On Guard, powerful immune system support. Yeah, that's it.
How do you guys think Mike did? Everybody
that was pretty fast.
Applause.
I'm not long-winded, but we wanted to go over that, the basic information. Yeah. Okay. Everyone clear on what essential oils are and how to use them and how they're awesome? Okay.
Oh, Lindsay said, just stop sharing.
I'm going to stop sharing.
She said she used avocado oil because she was out of fractionated coconut and they smell super funky. Did I ruin the blend? No, you just got avocado scented. That's why we like fractionated coconut oil, because it has no scent. It's not greasy for an oil.
Has
like
no sense. It doesn't make
jojoba-
very many good decisions.
Jojoba oil, like I've used in the past, and I just feel like forever I'm like still trying to rub it in, and my hands are like all shiny. So you're like at the store, you're like, hello, like here you go, like. So fractionated coconut oil it absorbs pretty quickly, but also helps slow down the absorption of the oil, so you don't feel the spicy or the cold or anything like that.
So, and doTERRA has that as well, and it's great because it doesn't have that smell. Did you ever say that?
Cadam Girl was saying she never thought about oils until she tried a CBD oil topically, and it worked so well that she's like, wait, what other oils work?
Oh,
I mean, that's the thing. People are like, I don't know if that works. It's like, you ever heard of pepper spray? Yeah, that's essential oils. You know that works, right? Poison ivy is covered in essential oil. That's just not one we use for our health. So we know that oils can be effective because everybody knows that you could have serious health reactions to essential oils like poison ivy. But you can also have serious health reactions in a positive way to, like, there's probably 100 different oils that you can use from plants that have been tested for thousands of years, just traditionally tested, like, by people learning traditional medicine, but now scientifically to back that up. So there's all sorts of really, really helpful plants out there that really help us with our health.
doTERRA should make like a joke essential oil where it says something else, but it's actually like poison ivy oil.
That would be so funny.
And you give it
like
to someone,
itching powder.
And like, oh, put this on this. This will help. And then you laugh while they're suffering.
Deep Thoughts by Mike North.
That'd be funny. Okay. All right.
Okay.
My thoughts aren't very deep.
Genevieve, we know a Genevieve Kelly, but I don't think you're the Genevieve Kelly that lives near us. Are you the Genevieve Kelly and who's only 17? I don't think so. Unless you are.
There must be another Genevieve Kelly out there.
This is Genevieve E. Kelly. But Genevieve was asking about hair loss. And we looked into that, or I looked into that because I knew immediately what oils that we normally recommend, but you had mentioned a specific condition, which I will not try to say. No, you're not our local Jen. Not our local Jen, but
we still care though.
And it was still the same oils recommended. So rosemary oil is really, really great to help with hair health and scalp health, hair loss, So I would you could add a few drops to whatever shampoo you're already using, or you could make a salve with a raw coconut oil and rub it in and let it sit and then wash it out. Peppermint is also supposed to help as well. So you could do a ratio of maybe 3-to-1 with peppermint, and then added to maybe some coconut oil, like I said, or to the shampoo that you're using, and rubbing that in. So, and then you could also put those oils on the bottom of your feet just to get them into your bloodstream and hit it from the other direction. So great question.
Wow.
So CBD oil is used for pain, as Roberta said. She said, is there anything else that helps with pain? And we've mentioned this before, but doTERRA looked into CBD oil to see if there's any way, because CBD oil does have a lot of benefits, but they really did not like the major downside of it does still have psychotropic effects, meaning you could get stoned.
Yeah.
And so they really didn't like that, and there didn't seem to be a way to take those things apart. It was like you couldn't do that. But what they did in their research is found copaiba oil. That's spelled Copaiba, copaiba. And copaiba is a cousin of CBD. It has many of the pain relieving compounds, and sometimes to a higher degree than CBD oil, but it doesn't have any of the psychotropic
Is that compounds. A word, psychotropic?
I hope so.
Did you just make that up?
No, just pretend like it is. Even if
okay, that is a word. It's a very
I think I'm saying it right.
Fancy word.
And I have used copaiba. It's amazing. And so, Sarah Walsh said castor oil is good for hair, and it would make a great carrier oil. So that's a great idea. Look at us coming together as a planted community, and helping each other out. So you will have to, Genevieve, come back and tell us if that's helping you. If you would like to get some rosemary, doTERRA's or peppermint, doTERRA's is the best. 100% believe that and know that to be true. So we would love to help you get some, and then you can add it to some castor oil and make a salve, and then come back and tell us how it's working for you. And Jen's has used copaiba instead of CBD, and it works great.
Sweet.
Okay, and Elizabeth said she was able to completely get off prescribed pill for nerve pain after using Kiba oil. Whoa!
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay.
We have to read these because I think in the replay they can't see this.
Oh, okay.
I think they can't see the little.
So yeah, there, when I had, I think I mentioned this, maybe our last one. I had surgery on my hip and took out a big chunk of flesh to get rid of the. I had
melanoma,
malignant melanoma in there, and just so much pain after the surgery. And Kiba oil under my tongue did wonders. Just did wonders. Like, I felt so grateful. I have again and again and again such amazement and wonder at oils and what they can do, and that was definitely one of those times.
Sweet.
What is our favorite oil to start? If I could only have one oil
to get started with?
Yeah, if I could only have one oil.
That's a hard question.
I'd probably have lavender.
Lavender.
I'd probably have lavender.
Well, that's useful for lots of different things.
For skin, for stress, for sleep, for healing.
Smells nice. It's good. Relaxing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's what I would do.
That tells you something about your life.
Lavender doesn't like how CBD oil makes her feel. Yeah, I'm there with you. I haven't tried it, but I would imagine that too.
Yeah. And what great thing about lavender is that, at least as far as doTERRA is concerned, it's in every starter kit you can buy. Yeah, it's all there.
And people just think like lavender, I know it's relaxing, or you can put it in a bath or something, but lavender is one of the most complex essential oils on the planet. It has over 1,000 known and identified chemical compounds or chemical constituents. And so it's a like powerhouse oil. It does a lot. And we talked about this last time, growing lavender in your yard is one thing, but getting lavender from countries and climates where it's indigenous, it becomes really, really chemically complex. And then distilling it into an essential oil becomes so concentrated that little bottle of lavender oil is going to do so many things for you. So love it.
Sweet.
Genevieve says she was growing her hair for 7 years. It was so long, healthy, a golden blonde. Now I hardly have any left. That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Bummer.
Yeah, I hope that this gives you some help.
Yeah.
And starts to turn that ship around for you, because that's devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also it might start addressing the root cause too. There's also.
Was that a hair reference to your roots? Megan uses puns all the time. Just doesn't know it.
Yeah, Mike is like built for puns. That's his brain. I think half of his brain is dedicated to puns.
To finding puns in things.
Yes, and I appreciate it. I really do. And then he'll be like, "Was that a pun?" Like it's like 3 to 5 times a day you say that to me. And I'm like, no. But no, Genevieve, I can't even imagine how stressful it is. It's very strange how our body will just decide to do something like that. And you're like, I did not give you permission to do that. I'm not sure why you're doing it. And that makes you feel kind of out of control. So, and that is definitely one of the things I really appreciate about oils, because sometimes when I go to physicians, I don't feel like they're really listening. And I feel like
sometimes,
yeah, I don't feel like they really understand. A lot of the same kind of thing when I go to the hairdressers, where I'm like, that's not what I said. You just gave me one of the 3 haircuts that you know. And they just try to give me a medication. I'm like, I actually didn't know that I wanted the medication. I just wanted to talk to you about the problem, try to figure out why my body's doing this. And they don't really have time or even maybe an education to do that. That's not what we educate towards, especially here in the United States. And so I really like that. It's very empowering to have the oils and being able to start doing things on my own.
Right.
And like exhaust those resources first, where it's safe and it's natural. And then I can go in a little bit more educated with a little bit more understanding of what's going on. And I can go back and forth too, right? And so I really appreciate that, because health issues sometimes can feel so out of your control, and so to have them back is
right, because you have no real tools when it comes, as far as.
So that was like immediately. We had a lot of young kids when we started with oils. That was immediately such a pleasure for me as a mom, that I had all of these resources to take care of things on my own, because we had 4 young boys when we started, and I just didn't want to go all of the time for every little thing, but I also wanted to help them with their health, and so yeah. That was a big blessing. So I hope that it can bless you too. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Genevieve was just reiterating that they don't listen. They don't take the seriousness of it. And just not knowing why feels really bad. Oh, okay. Melissa 8 says, I use a mix of rosemary, peppermint, thyme, and lavender on my noggin. Is that what you're saying?
There's a little like thing
for
on the way.
hair and scalp health. Beautiful. In fact, doTERRA has shampoo. I'll go get it.
Oh, she's going to get it. Uh-oh.
What are you gonna do, Mike?
We've been left alone, everybody. It's just you and me. What do we do? Well, I'll show you this. Look, we have all of I brought our big thing of oils here, so we might need to pull this out, but once you get your oil collection going, you're going to have a lot just like this. They're all in here.
You can.
It's awesome.
You can. Okay, so I've always loved doTERRA shampoo and conditioner from the beginning, but they've reformulated a couple years ago, and I adore them. We ran out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Megan was having panic.
Yes, we ran out a couple weeks ago. My hair just started to get so crunchy. And
it was pretty crunchy. It was
let me see what oils they have in them. Let me go start with the shampoo.
Do you need me to help you?
Nope. I got it.
Where's your reading glasses?
I got it. Eucalyptus, tea tree, spearmint. Sorry. I think that's it on the shampoo.
There's other stuff in there too.
Yeah, there's other things, but there's no sodium lauryl
all that
sulfates
bad stuff.
And all that. Yeah, they have tea tree, peppermint. I can't. There might be shea butter.
Look.
They're amazing.
Don't listen to her. Look, listen to me. Look at this. Look how cool that is. Look at all those. This is better. Lots of oils.
You guys were so funny.
We are.
So, yeah, I do love that. And then you can just add some more rosemary and lavender to that and rub it in, or make what Melissa 8's recommendation was great. Melissa 8 was great. So, any other questions? That was a really great question, and I really appreciated how everybody came together to help Genevieve.
I'm going to scroll.
I've been reading.
You've been reading?
Yeah. I've been reading.
Are you sure?
Yes. Stop. I've been reading.
Well, I don't know. Okay. Well, if we don't have any questions, we could go over some of the basic oils and talk about them a little bit. The shampoo and conditioner are
great. I feel I've been back on them now for what, 4 or 5 days. It's like I'm talking about my meds or something. I'm back on my meds. Back on my, and I like immediately, Mike was there when I was showering. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. Like,
oh, I know. You were just
because happy. I was using some stuff that was supposed to be like so moisturizing, but my hair day after day was just getting worse and worse and worse. And then I got my shampoo back, and it's starting to come back. Reese Poo says what are your favorite for your nails? I have weak nails. I think it's actually going to be very similar. I think rosemary is probably going to be at the top of the list. Michael, show us the app. Show us the app.
Well, you're talking about the Modern Essentials one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a great app. We show this all the time. Oops, the light's in the way. Modern Essentials Plus. And you can look up different
Reese Poo thought you were asking like what nail design am I going to do for Valentine's Day? I'm like, hey, that's a great question. Because Pearl's got the little kit.
Nails. Look, it comes right up.
Oh, it does not say rosemary.
You were so wrong.
I was wrong.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what does it say, Megan?
Lemon,
you read it.
Frankincense, myrrh, and tea tree, all topically. Or you could use citrus bliss. Yummy. And it says dilute as recommended and apply 1 to 2 drops to nails. 1 to 2 drops.
These kind of nails, not like the ones you.
Or you can also use a teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil to 2 drops of oil and apply that to your nails. The nice thing about fractionated coconut oil is not only that it slows down the absorption so that you don't, it's not spicy or cold or whatever, but also for sensitive skin. But what it also does is because the particles are fats, they're bigger, and it will keep your oil on the surface longer because essential oils particles are so small, they absorb very quickly. And sometimes you want them to stay on top, right? You want them to stay on your skin or on your nails or whatever. And so adding a carrier oil will keep them there longer. It'll be like a slow, absorption and keeping them on the surface.
Oh. Okay, Reese Poo asked,
what's that app
That's a
again?
funny name that I have a hard time saying. It's this one, Modern Essentials Plus.
It's $4.
Oh, look at that. The camera doesn't know what to do with it.
Okay, Modern Essentials Plus. ME.
Look, it's over here. You can see it. Down here.
Michael, stop it. Oh my gosh.
Modern Essentials
we
Plus.
We have the weirdest.
And look it up. It's like, did you say it's like $4?
Yes. It's a one-time.
It's super cheap for the amount of information you get.
Yeah. But they also have a great book. If you are a book person, I do love their book. It's like a huge textbook, and you can just flip through it. It's got all these charts, but all of that actually is in here.
It is.
It's got all of those same things.
It just tactually
here.
isn't. You're not on the camera right now, but that's okay. We don't need to see
no,
it.
that's not all in here. Let's see.
$4. Hey, Reese already looked it up.
Oh, look! If we subscribe today, we can get all of we can get everything that the handbook has.
What do you mean subscribe?
Well, because the basic, the $4 one just has what we always look up.
Yeah.
But the subscription also has stuff
Other
we
stuff.
don't need.
We're learning this as we're on
It's stuff we
live
don't
right
need.
now.
The $4 is plenty. It's like you can take notes on. You can take notes. You can take notes on here. Or
I don't think
something.
they're talking like that though.
Yeah, well, I was talking like that, so I had to repeat it.
Modern Essentials Plus, yeah.
No, we do not get a cut of the profits.
I wish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We didn't start that company.
No.
We only get a little piece of what you buy from DoTerra. That's how we
But
make the money.
we also know that if you get oils and you don't know how to use them and you're overwhelmed and you don't ever use your oils, that doesn't help anyone. And so we love sharing that because it makes it such a simple starting point for everybody.
So it's an interesting question from Reese Poo here about, are you sponsored? So it's not that doTERRA sponsored us. We are just representatives of doTERRA. We're distributors for doTERRA. So anyone who buys through our little website, through our link, through us, we get a percentage of everything they buy.
So we're sponsored by ourselves.
So yeah. It's like your own business connected to doTERRA.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Jens has a great question. Is there an oil for digestion?
Ooh.
Help? Mike, you know the answer to that one. Even you know that.
You can actually give us an answer. Yeah. Well, there are multiple oils that are good for digestion.
The reason he's having a hard time saying it.
Because
spoiler alert.
doTERRA has an actual blend called Digest Zen, which is for that very thing. And
it's our digestive blend.
This is great.
It is great.
I'll tell you
it's an awesome oil. This is like when you are traveling, you better take your digestion.
Yeah, have this with
Zen.
You. It has peppermint, coriander, ginger, caraway, cardamom, fennel, star anise.
Yeah.
And that's all that's in there. That's what's great about the oils is that's all that's in there. There's nothing else, just those oils. And this is the sort of thing where you could take it internally if you needed to. You can put it in a capsule. You can go just in some water, a little bit of water, drink it down, or topically. You can even rub it on your stomach or down there, and it will help you feel better.
Down there on your stomach.
On your stomach. Well,
Melissa 8 uses the doTERRA also formulates it into a capsule, pre-made capsules,
we have
and
those
she
too.
uses those. And she said, my favorite are the tabs or the tablets, kind of dry but work magic.
Really? I mean, I have a hard time getting those down.
Yes,
honestly.
Terry, does digestion help with reflux? It does.
Oh, right.
Roberta was asking if she wants to try oils. Can I do a personal order to you guys? Yes. You can send us a message at contact@norpinsouth.com and we will help you get some oils. Try them out.
Well, and we can show you here at the end how to actually go on our website and do that before we finish up. Whoa, we're already a half hour into this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Have we reached the end of this section?
Of this portion.
Or are we going to keep going?
Stream. Yeah.
Have we got all the questions answered?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so here's a great thing. We're going to be doing this every week. Either a class about the essentials or something about other doTERRA products, and we'll be every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So if we don't get to everything tonight, then yeah, that's it.
Oh, Lindsay said, I rubbed Digestin when my kids were infants. Works so good. Yes. I wish that when I had a baby that I had had Digest Zen.
But
because
you didn't.
so often they just needed some little help with their little tummies.
Oh, so. I know it. Okay, we're going to do this real quick. We've never done this before. But I think I'm going to show you how to go on because people wonder how you actually buy oils through us and how that works. So let me share my screen again, okay? So hang with me for just a second here.
JT, my question is why you're so sweet and hilarious. That's the question of the century.
Are they asking that of you or of me? That's the question.
Well, that's also the question of the century.
Okay, so look, you go to this. I'm just going to retype it in. You go to my doTERRA You see
Not
it there?
showing up.
It's there's a lag.
Okay. It
Whoa.
will show up.
Can everyone see the screen?
No, they can't.
Oh, I might need to just share the whole thing.
Yeah, it's black.
It's not working. Screen is black. Oh no.
Okay, we'll try again.
We're gonna stop sharing. Do it again.
Oh, look, it came up.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Whatever. We're just gonna share the entire thing. We're gonna go deep into the void here for just a second. Whoa. Now, let's see if it shows up. We're watching over here. There it is. Okay. So you see this, the website up here, mydoterra.com/norp. I'll put that in the description of this video.
Oh, look how cute we are. Oh, not knowing you.
So this is our little, like, anyone who is a wellness advocate, that's what they call distributors with doTERRA, has a site like this. And you go to this website, and this is where you would get oils through us. Most people will join as a wholesale member, wholesale account, which is become a member right here. You click on that.
Yes, continue enrollment.
Right. So,
That's our
oh no,
doTERRA
it's making
ID.
me log in. What's the deal? Oh,
It's like, you can't become a member. You already are one.
oh no. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go. Look at that.
Did it work?
Yeah, so right here, come back down. Mike's like, it's so simple.
No,
We're
no.
going to show you how to do it. What's happening?
This isn't working. It doesn't look right.
Oh, well, it's hard to do it.
I totally failed because.
No, you know what you need to do is you need to go to one of the kids' browsers.
Let's try this again.
So
Become a member.
you're not signed
Let's
in.
see what happens. You'll be directed to the enrollment form. For your security, you'll be logged out. Yes. Let's see if it works. Ah! Listen, I'm going to make this work. It's true. I'm going to go to...
To Elijah.
Get to see what Elijah was looking at most recently. I feel like I'm going into his, like...
Star
Starting.
icon.
I'm not sure what Elijah was doing. mydoterra.com/norp. He was using that for a video he was making. Okay, here it is. Go to become a member. Okay, see?
There it is.
And then it's going to ask you where you're from.
How many people does it take to log in? Just take somebody who's not already a member, because it's like, you're already a member. What are you doing?
So you can choose your country or whatever.
And there's more countries than that. That's just the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Well, you choose the region, and then there we go. Look at that. And then it'll kind of hone in if it's not totally
Central
where you live.
America,
Anyways, we're in the United States. Continue. And then it asks you to pick how you'd like to start. So there's a $35 membership fee
for the year.
That if you just want to get like your individual products and not get a kit, that fee applies. But if you start with a kit, there's free membership. You don't pay for that. And then you choose one of these kits that you want to start with. We will not go over all the kits right now, but there's a lot of different options depending on what your needs are. And if you click on it, it'll kind of tell you what it's all about. You select the kit, and then you'll essentially just go through the option of, well, you can add stuff if you want to. We're not going to add anything right now. And then you can go in and proceed to checkout. And when you do that, you're going to put all your information in. That's pretty much it. Okay. That is the best way to start with essential oils, is through one of these kits, because you get them for cheaper than if you would have bought all those things individually. Now, and then also if you buy retail, which at the beginning there was just, if you can go back there, if you just buy retail, it's more expensive, so we don't recommend that. Okay.
Yeah, if you buy more than 2 or 3 oils a year, then it pays for the difference.
Right. And then this month, let me show you something really cool, everybody. This month, I'm gonna go to preview. I'm gonna go to this. Look at this. So it's the last day of January. I get this.
But you still have one more day.
You have one more day, and listen. Let me let everyone in on a secret. They're extending this promotion into February. So even if you do this in February, if you become a new member, you get 100 PV, which is the point value of all the, the products. You purchase that, and then you do another order in the next month, which in this case, if you do it in February, it'll be March. You do a 100 PV order. Then in April, you will get 100 additional product points added to your
so that's
account.
Literally $100 of oils.
Right, which you would get for free.
So that is an amazing way to build your collection over the next 3 months. So
Yeah.
you can get 100 this month, 100 next month, and then get another 100 for free. So that's amazing.
And then also, if you do 150 PB worth of stuff, you get a free little diffuser, the bubble diffuser, which is cool. You just put the oil in there. There's no water involved.
Cute.
Anyways, that's fun. So that's a cool promotion that it was happening in January. If you want to take advantage of it now, you could, or in February, you can also take advantage of that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
So are you going to share a different thing?
How do I go back?
Do you want to share your screen still?
No, let's stop sharing.
Okay. And then, do you want my help?
Oh my gosh, I'm totally lost.
I'm here for
Why did you hide Google Chrome?
Because I have a plan, okay? Do not question my plan. Oh my gosh.
You don't know what you're doing. Give me this.
I'm lost too.
We got to get back to our screen. There we go.
Oh, Michael. See?
We're not great at this.
See, it wasn't that hard.
Okay. So that's everything well, that's not everything, but that's how you would go on, buy some oils. If you're not sure how to do it and that's just kind of overwhelming, send us an email, contact@norpensouth.com, and we will be happy to walk you through it or answer any questions you have about anything else related to oils.
We have been helping people walk through that for 14 years.
Now, you wouldn't know that with how poorly we just did it.
You know, when we started, back in our day, we started with paper. We would write down people's orders on paper. And that wasn't bad. I actually kind of like that. You could always enroll online, but it was even harder to then because the internet wasn't what it is now.
Right. Okay, so that's everything for the oils for this time. Again, next Wednesday we'll have the same, not the exact same, but we'll go through some other doTERRA products, that sort of thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the what do you call it? The revenue part of doTERRA. So if you want to stick around, feel free. If not, we will see you next week. Okay. All right.
Okay. Cat and Girl says maybe we should do this next time. I think we will. We will do that again, but a little bit more streamlined. We will dial that in.
Do what next time?
Show them how to order.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I realized that the other day, like we hadn't really ever shown that, so we need to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about how this is a possible revenue stream for you and your family and kind of the basics of that. We're not going to go into really great detail, just to kind of show you how it's a possibility. We may do a longer dedicated one that goes in more detail, or
how about this? Would you guys like it if we highlighted a kit every single time? I think that would be fun too, to show them what the kit was, what you got for it, just like a real quick highlight.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even ask, and we just decided. I asked, didn't listen to the answer.
You just answered on your own.
To do it.
That's fine.
Yeah. Because also some of those kits are enrollment kits, but there are also some of those kits that you can order later on. And then there are other kits that you can just get as part of like a monthly order if you wanted. And so we can highlight some of those too.
Great. That sounds good. Okay.
So we did get some yeses. See, it was such a good idea.
Oh, Jacqueline says it was a great idea.
Yes.
Thanks, Jacqueline,
and we
for
got
making Megan feel better about herself.
Thank you.
All right. So let's talk about how the business of this works. This is, just so I think everyone knows this, but this is Megan and my main source of income. And we've been doing it for 12 to 13 years. I keep on forgetting.
Well, we
time
started
goes by
as
so
a
quickly.
business. We were using doTERRA since 2010, but we started as a business in May of 2011. So we're coming up on 13 years.
Mm.
And it became our primary source of income in October of 2012.
Okay. So
a year and a half afterwards.
It's been a while that we've been doing this. So it has been it's been an amazing blessing for our family. And so it's just part of it that you want to share, because it's, to me, it can do just as much good as the oils can for your family. Not that it can
Mike
necessarily
the business side of doTERRA has been, that revenue stream for us has been amazing. Obviously, this channel exists because of it, and so many of you guys found us because of the traveling that we were doing, or the other things that we had the freedom to do because we had created this revenue stream with doTERRA.
Right.
It gave us time freedom and location freedom and just on top of all of the health freedoms that we got from using oils.
So you just have to share it as part of what we do. So it is a network marketing company, and you're probably aware of that, which means that people typically, when they do this, will share and teach people about oils, and they're teaching their friends and family.
Your network.
Yeah, the main part of this business is teaching about oils, and you're teaching people that you know. So just right out of the gate, that's what this is. That's how it works. And then they sign up, they go under you in an organization, and you kind of become the leader of that team. So you can kind of grow that, and that becomes your business. Now, we always like to say also that there's different levels at which people can engage in this business. Not everybody does this. What's happening?
Oh, nothing. Just getting some love.
Are people sending you hearts?
No, well, they were saying that I'm amazing, and then Lindsay said that you're not half bad either. And then Jacqueline said, for sure, Lindsay.
You guys are being way too nice right now. It's distracting.
It's distracting, definitely to me.
So some people will do this on the side, and it's just a little bit of extra money, and that's great, and it can be that. Or some people will do just like one sort of event, and they make a little bit from that, and then they never do it again.
Yeah.
And some people decide they want to make it a full-time thing, and over time build it up enough so that it replaces income and becomes the income or a bigger part of the pie, as it were.
Yeah, I think at some point in the past, I heard a number from doTERRA. They looked into who was sharing doTERRA for income. And I think they said something like 80% of them had not been their intention.
Oh, right.
They had started using doTERRA's oils, just wanted to be a customer, but found pretty quickly that they were having all of these success stories, and it was helping them with their health. And they just naturally were sharing it with like their neighbor when their neighbor's complaining about something, or like, oh, my kids have this going on. And they're like, oh, you should try this. And they're like, how do I get some? And then they're like, well, I guess you could get it through me. And that's often how it goes. And like Mike said, that could be with a very small network of people that you're sharing it with. In our case, we knew that we weren't happy with Mike's job. We knew that we weren't happy with the lack of financial freedom that we had. And so once we kind of learned more about it, and we knew that the oils had worked for us, it was like, let's just go all in. And so that's kind of how it went for us. But we also have dozens and dozens of people on our team who are sharing doTERRA full time like us, but also probably 1,000 who are sharing it just with their small networks because they can't help but do that. And there's a couple of ways to do that. You can do that and just get like, what is it called? When you could share with doTERRA and get free products.
Yeah.
But you can also share with doTERRA and get a little check in the mail every month, which is fun too.
Right.
And you can figure out what works best for you. You can make money from just sharing a bottle of oil with someone and they order it through your account. Or you can continue making money from it if they order forever and ever. As I think I mentioned this last week, the people we shared oils with, literally our first little health workshop that we had in June of 2011, I think everybody from that class ended up ordering oils. And except for the ones that have passed away, every single one of them is still ordering oils since that time.
Right.
Like still. And so every time they order, we get a little portion of that because we're the ones who introduced them to doTERRA. We aren't part of those orders. We don't like take those orders.
We don't have to be there for it.
No, they are buying oils from doTERRA, but because we are the ones who help them get their wholesale account with doTERRA, we still earn income from that.
Right.
And so you can see how that would compound after 13 years of sharing oils with people and things along those lines. Now, I will also say that I never in a million years, I was probably part of that 80% of people who never in a million years wanted to do network marketing. That was not something I was interested in. That was not my style. But I was also so impressed with how much these were working that I was a little bit more open to it. And then my friend Jared, who's the one Jared and Cherie introduced us. Yeah. They were our neighbors. They gave us some oils. They worked. We were really impressed. He said, you don't have to sell oils. You just need to teach people how to use oils and how to get oils. And I'm like, well, I love to teach. And so it started to evolve from there.
Right.
Now, I will also say that network marketing, like, I don't even think people think about what it means. It's just like immediately you get a pit in your stomach with good cause, right? Because it can be the kind of thing where people keep trying to sell you things that you don't want. But you have to think of it, also it matters what you're selling, because if you were to open a bakery in your little town, let's say you live in a sweet little town like we do, and you were to open a bakery in that town, absolutely, you would tell everyone, all of your friends and family, to come to your bakery and to tell everybody about your bakery and how amazing the cookies are there. And so if you can take down dial back the just like immediate inherent emotions of the words network marketing or multi-level marketing, and remember that the oils that doTERRA gives us are precious and amazing, just like the baked goods that you might have at your bakery, and that sharing them is something that will bless other people's lives. If you can stay in that mindset, it really does help as you create like extra revenue streams with doTERRA.
Right. So now what we could get a little bit into, because someone asked about, who said, do you get a percentage?
Yes.
Yes, Jen.
Every order.
We get a percentage. Now, I'll explain to you really quickly what that is and how that sort of adds up, I guess, so you understand what that means.
Do you think so?
I think maybe.
Okay, sorry. I'm like, really?
Well, no.
I'll also say, Karen said, I'm in direct sales with a different company, and there's definitely a way to do it with an ethical company in a way that doesn't annoy everyone. I think you all do a great job at it. Thank you.
It doesn't annoy most people. You're always going to annoy somebody.
Well, what's great about a direct sales or network marketing company is that I have the freedom to do it when I want, and I don't have a boss.
Right.
And so that was one of the things that we really wanted. We were looking for in Mike being unhappy with his employment. We wanted to be our own boss and have that sort of freedom. And so that I love. I don't owe anyone anything. I don't have anybody that I have to report back to. I have Jared, and absolutely helped me and Mike as we were starting our doTERRA business, and for years and years. And we do the same for people that want to share like we do. We help you, we train you, and teach you. doTERRA has all sorts of support. But you aren't beholden to anyone. It's your business that you get to share the way that you want, when you want. And so that's really amazing.
However, I should say that doTERRA, and there's a lot of support and there's a lot of information, and we work closely with anyone who signs up to help them understand how to do this, how to teach a class, or how to do a workshop like this, so that even though it's your own thing, you're not just left to figure it out on your own. Which you could if you wanted to, because doTERRA has all the information that you need on their website, and it's all available.
That's how you roll.
But the reason that we're here is to help those who sign up under us to succeed and to do well, because obviously if they do well, then we do well. So we're motivated to help out. And so if you were to sign up or want to give it a try, you're not on your own.
Yeah.
And one great thing about doTERRA being around for so long is they have worked out how to do this. There's a really easy to follow guide that we have for people who sign up to kind of go step by step and understand how to kind of do this business.
Yeah, and that has been something I've been really, really, I feel blessed that as some of the people we've shared oils with, like old friends and family, to watch them have the financial freedom that they have from doTERRA as well. It felt really good when my friend that I had shared oils with and who started earning income with doTERRA was able to pay off her house completely, or moms who had to leave home and have their kids with somebody else were able to stay home with their kids. Just families who are now able to have more, trips with their family that they never got to have before. Just more freedom that they never got to have before. And I feel happy too, because I can see that I got to share not just health freedom, but financial freedom with people and be a part of it. And like, hey, wow, that's amazing. That's crazy. And we've seen people, very old friends, accomplish great things with doTERRA.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And Elizabeth said, the MLM didn't bother me after learning all the good doTERRA does in the communities and their farmers. Yes, it's awesome. We feel very proud to work with doTERRA.
Yeah, and that really helped us early on.
You're right.
We went to a convention very early, and
we were kind of like,
all this time,
we've been working for a few months with doTERRA. We had started, like I said, our first class was in June, and it was in September, October of that year that we went. I went. You stayed home with the kids.
Did I stay home?
Yeah.
Man.
And or did you come?
I did come.
Oh, okay.
I stayed home the next year.
Yeah, and we
What's this?
I don't know. And we were like kind of skeptical. Like, I hope that they don't disappoint us because we've really been loving their oils and we're going to come to this thing. What if it's like terrible and they're all terrible people and everything's terrible and we hate it? But we were so happy. We felt like we'd found a community of people we really resonated with, and we were really impressed with the owners and the CFO and the CEO and all of those people. It was really great.
Right, and they've only proven over the years how well they operate and how responsibly they operate in the world. Okay, so let me show you just real quick how you earn money with doTERRA. Okay, just the question and percentages came up, and I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to see if we can make this work.
Entire screen.
Entire screen. We're going to go kind of crazy here for just a second.
Sorry, I just like making that noise.
It's a fun noise. Okay, so this is a cool little whatever visual we have here, but people, we've already talked about why partner with doTERRA. Obviously, the oils are awesome. The company also really great.
Great time to be sharing oils.
They're a great company.
Looking for alternative,
right?
Health,
And while doTERRA has grown and become actually quite a large company, they still do a great job with customer service and with sourcing their oils responsibly, because it is a $2 billion company. But they are not a small thing. Mm-hmm. And then we always love everything they do as far as co-impact sourcing, which is how they source oils and all the responsible ways that they act, both toward how oils are, the plants, how they're grown, harvested, and distilled, and also just how they treat the people who grow them, making sure they pay a fair wage and pay a fair price for the product, because our doTERRA has direct relationships with all their growers and their distillers, and so
that's really important.
Yeah, so they can do that. Now, so when it comes to actually how people are paid or how you paid, the percentages kind of start here with this little fast start bonus down here. And I'm going to try to keep this really quick because I can hear everyone's brain starting to
let's just
maybe
say,
this is too much.
Yes, let's just say
so
you
do earn a
several
percentage.
Ways.
Yeah, you earn a larger percentage when they first buy, essentially those first couple months, which is this fast start. So if you do this as a business, you actually get a paycheck like the next week after the person buys. And then they eventually go into another bonus, or I should say percentage pool, which over time builds as more people enter your organization.
Yeah.
And that's where the bulk of your income would come from. Yeah. And so it makes it so that your income can grow with your, as your team grows, and can become a real meaningful.
Yeah. So it could be something as simple as like this over where this E is $365 a month, which would make a big difference for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Because now we can actually pay the same amount for our groceries, or we can cover our groceries then.
Right. Yeah. That's not nothing.
3 years ago was whatever. Maybe we can bridge the gap with how things have gotten more expensive. But you can see that as you move up and your team grows, it can become quite significant, like really significant. These are monthly incomes at those different ranks in doTERRA.
Right. And
so,
and we've been there. Okay. We've seen those.
Those are real numbers.
Those are real numbers, and we definitely benefited from that. So, but we don't want to
stop sharing.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Yeah.
That was a lot of information.
We don't like to bore everybody with it. But if you decided you were interested in that, or interested in exploring that a little further, we would go deeper into that information about compensation and all that, so you understood it, and then talk about whether you are just wanting to kind of have a little extra income, or if you're thinking you'd like to make it more for your family. Because Megan and I are looking to build a couple new teams within our team, and we're looking for people who are interested at any level, really, because it takes all types. We're not going to force anyone to do more than what they want to, but if you want to run with it, then certainly we encourage you to do that as well. So what you can do, it's all on you. You just got to, because in this situation, we can't really reach out to you and say, hey, were you interested in that? You just got to send us an email, contact@northandsouth.com, and let us know if it's something you're interested in learning more about. And even if you're not sure if you really like to do it or not, just to learn more, because this was pretty high level kind of look.
Skim. Yeah.
We can talk with you about that and see if that's something you're interested in, and we will talk with you about it and to really go through it.
All right.
Yeah, and there's exciting stuff with doTERRA. There's lots of fun new products coming out. doTERRA is always
Expanding.
they're not complacent. They're always offering new oils, new products, and there's just fun things happening with the company. So we're excited about the next year and beyond that.
Yeah, and we think it's a great time too in the market. I think a lot of people have come out of the last few years feeling kind of drained and exhausted by modern medicine.
Right.
And are looking for alternatives. Maybe people that 3 or 4 years ago would be like, never, or like, you know what, actually, I would like to find some other way of doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not quite as married to the idea of doing it the way that I always did it before. And so I think there's a lot of people in the coming years who are going to be taking a look at essential oils. And if you want to be a part of introducing them to those oils and helping people learn how to use them, this is a great company to do it with, and we feel like we have a pretty good team too. So let us know.
And okay, last question. Shannon had a great question. Is there a cost to start on the business side? That's probably something we should have covered right up front. There is a cost. However, it's varied depending on your budget. Some network marketing companies will require you to buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff to get started. doTERRA is not that way. Really, you could just pay the $35 membership fee, and then you have a Wellness Advocate account and you could start. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that because you need to have some oils to share and some oils to use so that you understand them and can share them. But really, for $35, you could start a business with doTERRA. The only other costs associated with earning commissions is that you are required to have 100 PV order in place every month, or essentially $100 every month that you're purchasing. But the beautiful thing about doTERRA is that you sign up 1 month, you set up that LRP for the following month, and if you really go after it and start working on it, which is what we did, then you can have people start buying, and you've already earned commissions that cover the cost of that $100 that you're going to spend the next month. So we have never spent more. We've always earned more than we've always
been in the black.
So it's definitely doable
because we had to be.
Yeah, we had to be. We had no other option. We didn't have
any extra income, so we always had to be in the
so
black.
So we were highly motivated, and that actually kind of helps. So
Roberta, if you would like to email us, all you have to say is, "Hi, it's Roberta." Send it to contact, CONTACT, @norpnsouth.com, and we will help you get started.
Or Roberta. Put your well, if you're comfortable with that, you could put your email address right in here, and then
nobody sees it except for these guys on here. It doesn't go to our regular.
Well, I mean, if you want to put it right here, we can see it here, and then we could take care of that.
Yeah.
So that's an option too if you don't want to share that. Otherwise, email us.
All right.
All right, is that it?
Great question, everybody. Least of these said, I'd like to find a new husband and do the business, or I'd love to find a new husband and do the business together. Hopefully you don't have one right now and he's sitting right next to you on the couch like, wait, what?
You just got to convince him that it's a good idea and get that. Because it does help if you are married, if both spouses, both people are on board.
Yeah.
Because it is helpful. However, people have done it when it's just pretty much on their own. So
well, one of our frontline builders is a single mom.
Yeah, that's true.
She's been a single mom.
She did it on her own.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, well, so we'll end this. I'm gonna leave the little chat going here so that if you have any questions, you can put them in there. We'll stick around here for just a minute, or if Roberta wants to enter her information in too, that's fine. Otherwise, email us if you have any questions, and come back next Wednesday, same time, same place.
Different class.
We'll announce what the topic is, and we'll go over some more fun essential oil stuff.
Okay, bye.
And that's it. Okay, see ya. Bye.